If not, whatever. We will have to get over it. Yeah, that's about it. Warm-ups. Warm up, everybody, everywhere. Auto stone. Alright. Chocobo. Always fun to do that. You know what? That was a good idea, regardless. Happy little accidents. Let's see. Alright, getting closer, son. I guess we're using this one today.
I think this is the chat for people who are okay talking politics.
Ah.
That's why we hopped into 2.
They'll hop in here anyway. Let's see. Oh. There you go. Sorry, only cool kids allowed.
What? Aw, really? Guess I'll leave then.
Byron, sorry. Them's the rules.
Thanks, Bull.
Three,
He really did leave.
2, 1. There we go. He's back.
How's it going, guys?
Welcome back. I'm glad.
After you left, I was like, wait, he really did leave.
I'm glad you went to go get your card. He had to go find.
Coolness.
He had to go find his pair of pants with the card. He had to find his cool pants. Let's see. Estonia and Zelda. But yeah, I'm dealing with the same thing as Daggett is almost.
Where do you live?
Baltimore, so, you know, they're here somewhere.
Yeah. It's not good. Not good at all. I should probably take my stream live.
Yeah. What's up? Anyway, yeah, so if you want to be in race 2 here, this is where, like, politics talk, I guess, is happening. I think Daggett attended the protest yesterday, and I wanted to hear about it firsthand.
Yep.
And, yeah, oh, and I wanted to say before we start, I discovered with my Super Metroid settings, I need to take out anything from the hardcore preset that requires stupid bullshit tricks to get to X-ray. Apparently I left them in. I basically couldn't do a C the other night. I
Oh.
was like, okay. Oh. Well, this isn't gonna happen. I was like, get to X-ray using hard X-ray rooms strats, which is like using ice, and I was like, no, no.
I'm gonna have to get new headphones. The left ears.
I think
going out.
like anything, you can learn to do them quickly, but yeah, they're painful to execute when you're like, oh, I guess I need to do this now.
Yeah.
I gotta
Anyway.
do shit.
Yeah. So this seed is Estonia, and it's a Zelda seed.
Yes.
Cool. Hey, Tech.
Hi.
X-ray strats. Oh, Tech.
Hi, Tech.
Bye, Tack.
Wait,
Anyway,
where's the
I-
race bot room? I forgot to join that.
Oh. SRL WTZH9. Anyway, yeah, I wasn't wanting necessarily. If you don't want to hear about the politics talk, you don't necessarily have to be in the channel. It's just I just wanted to make sure that people weren't getting upset. You know, if they were seeing this as an escape time. So I figured just use a different channel.
There is no escape.
I mean,
You're not wrong.
yep, you're not wrong.
But I certainly walked into that last week. I was trying to finish a FF3 seed for Worlds Collide, and then I walked into that late. It's like, oh shit. Either way.
Yeah, it was really neat being down there during the day. Bunny and I were down there till like about 9:30, and the tear gassing didn't start till 11. And so the part we saw, like, it was like a nice community event. There were people giving out free food, clothing, and first aid to anybody, no questions asked, who wanted it or needed it. And like everybody was super friendly and trying to help each other. And even when the protesters who were like chanting and marching showed up, it was still super nice and peaceful.
So were you equipped with the leaf blower or the big fan?
That's exactly what I was about to ask.
I didn't have either yesterday. I just wore a normal mask, like a COVID mask. But it was all outside, so it didn't seem like it was any sort of like COVID risk to be there with a mask on. But definitely if you're there after the tear gas starts and you're at all worried about COVID, you should be wearing a proper gas mask, because otherwise
yeah.
you will be like
Burning your
breathing other
eyes.
people's like coughing and vomiting.
Oh God. Ugh. That is definitely not cool.
And Portland police tweeted out today that if they catch you with a shield, they're going to assume that you are resisting arrest and rioting.
Oh, wonderful.
And so,
Okay.
And so I've decided that I've wanted a Viking era shield for a long time, that I should just make one, and it should just be my everyday carry when I'm out in public now.
It's like you should actually put like a purse on it, like in the back, that you're like, oh, it's actually just a functional carrying bag. What are you guys talking about?
You should start crafting shields and just start handing them out in various styles.
Just
You also
buy
need to
a
finish that
Zelda
suit.
prop, Hylian shield, glue it to a backpack.
Now this
Oh, I love it.
now this kite shield isn't up to your standards. How about trying this tower shield?
You definitely need to complete that chainmail. That's for sure.
Yeah, bring a tower shield, aka go to a hardware store and buy a door.
I actually had a replica Roman tower shield.
Nice.
For a long time because I ended up buying it for a school thing. And it was like pretty solid wood.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna be a little late because I'm gonna have to put this dog in this bed. So
Okay, so is this it for this week?
I guess so, but give me a minute.
All right.
Give me a minute. This dog's gonna have to be put on the bed. But she's very finicky. She wants to take her sweet time and won't let me put her on bed until specific requirements are met.
Okay. So Estonia Zelda Seed, that's what it was.
But Daga, tell us more.
Yeah, go ahead, go on. And I will ready up. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm gonna hold
People
on.
brought flowers, and they put them in a pattern in the fence. So the feds have erected this ginormous symbolic fence around the courthouse, which is basically a concrete building. So when you hear in the news that, like, oh, there's, like, people are setting fires, what they're burning is, like, bags of trash, and they're burning them on, like, a concrete patio. Like, if that fire is a risk to anyone, then, like, I don't know what's wrong with that person. Like, it's not gonna burn the building down. And oftentimes other protesters put those fires out because, like,
They should bring incense in some bags and toss them in with it so that it gives off a nice lovely smell. And then goes up into the sky and makes the stars.
So the feds have been, like, escalating, and so they've built the fence bigger and badder. And what they've done is they've taken, like, these
And soon
they're
they'll.
like they're like metal fences that can be linked together. They're like sections of fence that are each one like 6 feet wide. And they took those concrete barricades that road construction uses to divide lanes, and they put those down inside the fence, and then welded like bars onto the bottom of the fence that could go under those concrete barricades, and then placed all the fences together, and then welded and bolted them together and then welded the bolts in place. So that, like, you would basically have to lift the whole fence or start de-welding it.
You'd have to lift the whole fence, and it was being anchored by concrete, like, road barriers. Okay.
Yeah. And people still got the fence down last night.
Sounds about right.
Fucking pigs.
And they got the fence down around, like, 1:20 in the morning, and that's when the feds declared that they were going to start rioting in Portland again. I say it that way in particular because the damage isn't caused by the protesters. The feds are causing the damage. They're the ones rioting.
Yep.
Yeah, the Department of Homeland Security was a fucking mistake. I was actually surprised to learn that legislation for the Department of Homeland Security was drafted before 9/11. It's just that 9/11 actually was the thing that got it through. Like the DHS and the Patriot Act were actually all drafted before 9/11 even happened, and they wouldn't have passed before that, but then everybody kind of lost their minds 9/11 and went full security mode, even though we have plenty of departments plenty of departments within government that can take care of that shit. But I was reading an article, I don't know who posted it. Was it you who posted it, or maybe I just found it on Reddit, where somebody was saying, like, the Department of Homeland Security is basically the same thing that most authoritarian governments use to justify, like, using violence against their own citizens. It's just like other authoritarian governments have done similar things before, like a bull. So hold on, sorry to interrupt. Bull seems to have timed out of IRC.
Oh no.
Did he time out of chat as well? Oh gosh.
He hasn't
He
said
dro-
anything for a little bit.
He dropped for a bit and he came back, but
Okay. Conditions at by.
Are you back? Because you dropped out of IRC.
And I got you.
You're still in the race, of course, but it just doesn't show you in the chat room.
Yeah, I just saw that it DC'd me. Hold on. Hopefully you'll let me back in.
By the way, Daggett, Amazon's choice for electric leaf blowers is a 7-amp Black & Decker.
Okay.
Looks pretty handy. It's only 4 pounds. Only 4 pounds.
oh wow.
180 mile per hour airspeed. 7-amp motor.
Oh. Oh, because I got.
Might want to look into nice Black & Decker then.
Oh, I got.
have a lot of leaves in my yard.
Yeah, I mean, it is really leafy around here. I will tell you. Right in the middle of summer.
It is actually kind of funny too, because right before this all started happening, the city of Portland was actually trying to ban the use of leaf blowers in the city, just because they're a pollution and noise nuisance.
You're already entered. Oh,
No, I want to re-enter.
you can't re-enter. You're already entered.
And I want to re-ready. Be-waddy.
Rewadi.
Wadi. So
Where?
I'm sorry, Daggett. Keep
Okay,
going.
there we go.
You said the city of Portland was something.
Oh yeah, the city of Portland was actually, before all this started, was actually trying to ban leaf blowers in the city just because they're a pollution and noise nuisance.
Oh, gas leaf blowers, you mean, or electric leaf blowers?
I think he meant
All
in general.
leaf blowers.
I thought he meant in general.
I don't
Are the-
understand.
are-
Well, I mean, I guess leaf blowers are kind of a nuisance in terms of noise. I hate them myself, but
But now
don't think-
but now they're protecting the city.
I know. Now Portland's like, leaf blowers are now the new symbol. They're gonna be the Portland flag.
Why is this Buster immune?
Why is anything
And why
Buster?
is it everywhere?
Why is anything Buster immune?
Oh no, those are Buster immune too. Oh, I don't know what you found that was Buster immune, but I found some bad things that are Buster immune. That sucks.
One of the few things that I don't like being Buster immune is Buster immune.
One of the things that's Buster immune normally that I really wish was
Yes.
not Buster.
Yes. It's big, it's heavy, it causes a lot of property damage.
Oh, the
And-
federal government?
Godzilla? Godzilla?
Sorry,
Yeah,
that was-
Godzilla.
That was the perfect setup. Sorry.
Oh, absolutely. You just teed it up for you.
Just eat it right up. Oh, shit! Oh, no! I toe tipped. Oh, no.
Oh no.
That's really bad.
Oh my god. Dog, please. Dog, please. Oh god. This is gonna be terrible.
Well, I took care of mine, so it's fine. 1.
Ugh. 2
Oh,
resets
that's
and
not
a terrible third attempt at a stage.
Hey.
But I know where Crash and Heat are.
I got freaking tiptoed and I died. That sucks. Alright, well.
The city commissioner, the city council member who's in charge of the Bureau of Transportation, decided to. So Portland has a long history of taking its bike lanes very seriously.
Hmm.
So
Alright.
Do you have painted lanes or actual separate lanes?
we have separate lanes. Well,
That's good.
I guess I'm not sure what you mean by painted lanes.
Just additional lanes that are painted onto the ground rather than actually having a completely separate and barricaded lane for bikers.
Oh no, sorry, they are just painted on there.
Yeah, we got those too. And lately they've decided, around my neighborhood, put up little poles to give them actual lights, but they don't fucking use them.
Yep.
Well, it's interesting. I was reading a study on this. It turns out that painted bike lanes actually don't do anything safety-wise, apparently. They don't reduce accidents, but bike lanes that are actually completely separated with barriers reduce pedestrian deaths by like 46% or something crazy like that.
Because cars probably don't want to plow into something fairly solid and anchored. Solid
Yeah.
and mobile, go for it.
I just found it funny that painted bike lanes actually don't do any, like, they were found to actually have no effect on
Son
on
of a whore.
So the fence that the feds have erected in Portland blocks the bike lane, and so the city council member in charge of transportation has started fining the feds. It's like $500 every 15 minutes that the fence is blocking the lane.
Nice. 515 minutes. Jeez.
Yeah. And it's basically like 300,000. It's over $300,000 a week if they don't remove it.
That's a lot.
That bill's
Yeah.
not getting paid.
But it's the federal government, so I'm sure, you know, they won't care.
Yeah, they're all.
Well,
That's my point.
Yeah.
Is like it's not gonna get paid.
it won't get paid, but I kind of like it as a retaliation, because one of the big things that they're trying to say is like, oh, well, there's been $50,000 worth of damage to the courthouse.
Ah, I see. Okay, gotcha. Well, that's one way to pay for it.
Wait, $50,000 of damage to the courthouse caused by protesters or the Fed?
Yeah.
Yes.
By protesters.
Well, yes.
Over a period of 60 days. So there was a kid who was like standing across the street from the feds, like not threatening them in any way, just holding up a boombox over his head, and so his hands were up in the air, really just non-threatening at all. They decided to shoot him in the head. He has to have, I don't think he's had the surgery yet, but he has to have reconstructive surgery for his entire skull because they fractured it.
I heard about that one. I heard
I
about that
bet
one.
you his surgery alone costs more than $50,000.
Oh, of course. Surgery, recovery time, plus time spent in a hospital? You better believe it does. He should sue the federal government.
Yeah, you really
That's what
should.
we do in America.
There
I'm
was
reading a. Oh, go ahead.
There was a Vietnam vet down there last night, because there's like a wall of vets now.
I was
And
reading about that.
He was a medic, and he was trying to explain to the feds that like he has so much regret for following orders when he was in Vietnam for like slaughtering innocent Vietnamese people, and like they're basically gonna go through that same thing. And he was just like livid, screaming at them that like they need to think and not do this. And their response was to walk up to him when he like had his back turned, because he was like yelling at somebody else. So one of them walked up to him from behind and sprayed him right directly in the eye at point blank with pepper spray. That was their answer.
Nice.
This guy was trying to meet them like where they are and trying to have empathy for them as human beings, and like that was how he was treated. Like, it's so messed up. Like the use of excessive force.
Well, I'm gonna have to remember that.
I have an idea. Move to Canada.
It's cold
Like-
there.
Not that cold. It's friggin' like 95 out right now.
Yeah, it's like 100 here today.
Canada does also have an immigration process.
A terrible
Not like
one.
you can just move
It's a
there.
suggestion. It's the longest. It's the longest shared border in the world. There's a couple thousand miles of it that are barely patrolled.
Oh, so you're saying sneak in?
If you want in, there's not much to stop you.
Well, I'll have to remember that too.
Right?
Not what Ren just said.
no.
Something else.
Oh.
I can't get through crash stage.
Try harder.
Yeah. I don't know that I can either.
This has been a disaster of a seat already.
Yeah, this has been rough.
Well,
I'm gonna zip. I don't care.
Cheater.
I have to kill myself in crash stage because I can't get through it.
you can't let me do it twice.
Oh, maybe I can. Let me. I don't know. Maybe I can. Let me try one more thing.
No. Don't show Simpy now.
Maybe I could try one more thing to get through.
I made a mistake here.
Oh, hello, sir.
Hello, Moto.
Alright. Ooh, that's a nice weakness.
Great.
Bye. Four.
I think that was 3.
Oh no! Oh, dumb. I'm such a dumbass.
Yeah.
This cross stage is stupid. Buster only.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do it Buster only.
Alright, well.
I'm not forcing
Hold on.
you one way or the other. You were choosing it, so do whatever.
Yeah, just have an asterisk on top of your time if you so.
I mean, I'm already way behind. I haven't even gotten through 3 stages yet.
Same.
So.
I'm just going.
And I think I have to farm for weapon energy if I want to keep doing this strat.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
done with this stage.
Ah.
Oh, it's the long stages. That's what's left.
I don't know what to do here. Oh, I made it on my very last item 1 energy.
Oh, yeah.
Are you in Crashed?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was placing item 1 so that I could do the off-screen ladder grab to get past the bunnies. Spoilers. There's bunnies in this.
I
We
mean, if
should
it wasn't Buster enabled, I figured it would be like one of very few enemies.
We should modify the rando so bunnies can't spawn there. Because that's super annoying. And I've been in the same stage for 5 minutes now.
Oh, I think I found the stage that you started with. Because why are these Buster immune? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that those were the ones you were talking about, but I think it might be something else.
Yeah, there's 2 stages at the very least that start with some really annoying Buster immune enemies.
Well, I think I'm about to walk into the other one. If it's this stage. Oh, but those are vanilla.
Yeah, but they're still annoyingly placed.
They're vanilla.
Oh, that's Buster immune too? What the crap? That's immune to like everything.
Oh. Every So there are 3 enemies.
Oh, cool. Well. CB is kind of terrible. Alright, well,
Yeah.
hey, I made it through Crash Stage. Kinda.
Crash in particular needs a lot of restrictions imposed on enemy spawns.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know how in depth that patch would have to be Because like,
Probably not much. Not very.
I think there's just a couple flags in the DLL that you've got to modify. There's not that. It doesn't seem to be that much.
Cool. 3 stages down. Only 13.5 minutes into the game. That was stupid.
I'm sorry.
That's just the stupid luck of getting crashed third and having no items. And having to deal with really dumb enemies.
I'm sorry.
did you use a weapon to get through there, or how did
Yeah, I have a flash stopper, but it's a really bad flash stopper. It's like a really horrible flash stopper, as in it uses all of your ammo every time you use it. So I had to farm for weapon ammo every single time, and I couldn't farm going down. I had to farm going up, because if you go down, then you obviously respawn the stupid bunnies above you, and you have to use your flash stopper, time stopper, whatever, to get back up. So you have to, like, if you don't get any weapon ammo drops, which happened like twice in a row on some of these screens, then you have to go back up, wait for the elevator, the stupid elevator, go back up the screen transition, and then go back down the screen transition, which is
That sounds
the
painful.
most obnoxious thing ever. So
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
consider myself lucky that I found Crash first,
you found Crash first?
and then reset.
Oh,
Oh.
you found it first, then reset. Oh god,
That
you
is
got it.
lucky.
That is pretty good.
Well,
Yeah, you don't have to deal with any of that crap.
I'm in a much luckier position than the rest of you then. Crash will be my last stage.
Wow, that's very lucky.
I mean, it will probably also be my last, but we'll see.
I'm an idiot.
If this holds item 2, then
Yeah, I'm in a position of hoping this stage holds item too. Let's see.
I knew that was gonna happen, and I definitely did not. Wasn't even thinking about it. I mean, I knew it was gonna happen. I just
Well,
too busy talking.
well, you also weren't thinking. You weren't using your brain.
oh, this boss does that. Oh. That's no bueno.
I think, to me, one of the more worrying things about the feds is this doesn't feel like it's going to be a one-off thing. I think having federal policing of protests is going to be the new normal in America,
I
and
hope not.
it's kind of terrifying what that means for our democracy.
I hope that more people, like AOC, come about into the legislation or into the congressional body and start passing legislation that actually stops the executive branch from doing things that subvert basically the exact reason why we have separate branches.
Yeah.
Separate branches for the checks and balances.
Yeah, like apparently Trump has been like presidents need some ability to like sort of put people in charge of branches until like Congress can approve somebody to, or not branches, but in charge of departments until Congress can sort of approve a long-term, person to be in charge of it.
You're talking
But-
about the acting
Yeah.
position.
But there's like a 200-day limit or something, and Trump has been abusing that limit and just puts whoever he wants in those positions as acting, and then never goes to the congressional approval.
Yep, it was here. Oh well.
So like that's how Chad Wolf is in charge of DHS.
All right.
Ooh, that's a shitty death.
Well, let's see if this would have fixed everything. Oof, that is way too many. But it still would have been better than what I would have walked in with.
Oh. That's a shitty place to game over.
Well, don't do that.
You guys been to Heat Stage yet?
Yep,
That's where I just left.
Nope.
Because
been there, done that.
Still not even done 5 robots. I don't even know where I'm at.
numbers are hard. Also, this crash stage is not great.
No, it's
Probably better if you have item 1 or item 2
Well,
instead of having no items.
Ooh.
about that item too. I rewatched the exhibition race we had when it was me, Squid, and Kyle, pretty much in a 3-way. I fucking hate that match.
Hated that match?
Yeah. Because I walked into Pico, I had 3 E-tanks, and I was low on health, and I kept telling myself to E-tank, but I wanted to see if Metal or Crash were a weakness for Pico, and ended up dying.
Oh, you did it before E-tanking, so Crash Bomb was on screen. You couldn't menu.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a often forgot about thing.
No, that's just the greed. That's just the greed talking.
Oh, I
got
didn't say it was
sprites on
free.
stream. You don't get to pause.
Right. 8.
Oh, the sprites are splash animations from the water. That's okay. Still didn't get to pause.
Oh, I was commentating when I was commentating your race yesterday. I was like, "Oh, I saw drills in the
I
splash
did
animation,"
too.
and I was like, "I saw drills in the splash animation," and I explained how you can see drills in the splash animation. I was like, if I know Daggett, he was looking for this, and he knows that there's drills coming. And so I don't know. Did you rewatch them?
Not yet. But yeah, I
Well, don't watch.
had the same realization.
Don't watch the first.
Yes.
Don't watch the first one with Charlie. You'll cry.
Oh, well, yeah. There were some unfortunate happenings. I felt really bad there.
I did too.
Yeah, Wily 4 just fell apart for me. Like the
Yeah.
freaking crusher that killed me after it was dead.
Yeah.
Yes. So I was watching your stream. And I didn't obviously mention this on Speed Gaming or anything, but I was watching your stream when that happened. So I saw the big old middle finger. I just saw you look at the camera, and then you're like, flip off the camera, and I was like, yeah, he's not happy about that.
Look. The main thing that's important here is Daggett did his specialty, and we got it clipped.
Oh, the specialty. Oh yeah, you saw the clip though, Dagger, right?
What's
Yeah.
the Daggett? Take an E-tank and then not need it?
Yeah.
Yes. That's
mean,
the old Daggett special.
Of all the things to have named after you, that's not terrible. I'd still rather have a Daggett special than a Prodigy special.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was really funny because like as I was commentating, Daggett like menus and then takes an E-tank, and I'm like, and Daggett just took an E-tank, as is tradition.
I did that in a race for Crumble and Bob, where I pretty much just casually said, "There's Crumble Star with the Daggett."
I think I remember that.
It was like it was perfect because like I didn't break. I didn't even break character or break a sweat or whatever you want to call it.
Break mid sentence.
Break stride. Yeah, I didn't even break stride. I was just like, all right, and he used an E-tank.
Yeah, I had just suicide dropped, and then I was missing like 4 health, and I was in the Pico fight, and I needed to change weapons because it wasn't Buster Week, and I E-tanked on my way to Quick.
Good times.
Good.
Let's see. Dragon.
7. It's okay.
You must be having a hell of a time, Ren, because I'm on my 8th Robot Master right now, and I was having really bad
Well, I
time
mean,
too.
I left Crash and Heat for last, so yeah.
I think the
How
one.
did you manage to leave both of those for? Did you find both of those?
I did find both of them.
Jeez, lucky.
But besides that, yes, I'm also having a hell of a time because I did not have a great weapon for those rabbits.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly the best weapon, but it still got the job done.
Yeah,
I had air.
Oh.
That worked decent.
Well,
Yeah, no, Metal Blade is in Heat Stage,
yeah,
which I'm running through right now.
which does work,
Right,
by
yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I was lucky that I had Time Stopper, but it was the shittiest freaking Time Stopper.
Oh,
And
I had to use it on one screen, but yeah,
I had to use it on
it's-
all 3 screens. Oh,
Yikes.
why am I so bad
No
at this
boy,
game
no.
right now? Yeah, I had to use it on all 3 screens, and it was not good to farm for ammo when they didn't drop any ammo for half the time. Man,
Oh, fuck that.
Again? Oh my god. I think I need to turn up my game volume. I am missing the cues to jump.
You use audio cues?
No, but it helps sometimes when I'm not paying attention well enough. Also, the game tells you to jump. Jump. Jump.
Wait, are you playing Mega Man 8?
jump,
I-
slide, slide.
Oh. Okay, I thought I fucked up there. Pico.
Oh my god, I'm 10 minutes behind PB.
Alright. I don't know how to say this well enough, so I'm just gonna say it the way I'm just gonna say it. Not a fan of Coops.
Of who? What?
Coops.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look, I'm not.
I-
I'm
I'm
not.
not
He
gonna
means
say-
well.
he's not a bad person.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a bad
He's just
person.
like-
It's
No,
just
his
that.
commentary is.
He needs a lot of practice with commentary if he wants to do it. And so, like,
Yeah.
I honestly think that if people want to be paired up with Coops right now, or if Coops wants to do commentary right now, we should have 3 people doing commentary so that he can get some more experience commentating. Like, he definitely wants to be part of it and wants to do the community stuff. He just definitely doesn't have the right experience commentating.
Is that what you had to do for the 4 tournament?
For the what tournament?
Wasn't he doing comms for the Mega Man 4 tournament too?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Did he? I don't think he ever did commentary for any of the Mega Man 4 races. I don't think he did, but I could be wrong about this.
Ooh.
Well, at least we got some nice Mega Man X music.
Oh, hell.
Happy little
Doing
accidents.
alright.
Guts.
Guys, is it too late to guess the color of the dragon?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go with yellow-green accented with green-yellow. Because that's what my box of Crayola says. And it's a box from the 80s, so they didn't
It's
have
yellow, green, no,
inventive...
green, yellow!
They didn't have inventive crayon names, so, yeah.
Like saffron.
I'll tell you something that grinds my gears. When they label purple violet.
There's a difference.
Yeah, I semi recently discovered that indigo is actually just a made up color. It's not even really a color.
It's like there was a plant or something, and they just is like, oh, the color of this plant will also be named this color.
I don't know if it was. I mean, I know it's a plant, but I don't know if the plant had anything to do with the naming of the color. I'll have to look that up. So I really just don't know. The only thing I know is that when they discovered, or when they were trying to label the color of the rainbow, in order to make it like neat, they just decided to like make up a color, indigo, and put it in there with the with violet.
Huh.
But I don't know if it like if the plant came first or not. I don't know.
Yeah, my trivia knowledge is lacking on that one.
Like it's like one of those situations where the color orange is actually named after the fruit. Like orange wasn't a color. It was a fruit that was called an orange, and then the color itself came from that.
Bob
Oh,
Strats.
right, yeah.
Bob Strats.
Bob Strats?
Bob Strats.
God damn it. Ah, so it comes from the dye.
So from like India,
XR
right?
Tech yeah, XR Tech is telling me. It's an Indian word. Yeah.
Ah,
Tech is here dropping some knowledge apparently because
He ain't,
Yeah.
got, he ain't got nothing better to do. Oops.
XR knowledge.
well, that is not good at all.
So this castle is indigo. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah. I don't like any of this. Oh, gosh.
You know what I don't like? The Kaiser. Someone should put him on a roll.
Dude, this seed sucks, guys. Seed is terrible.
Well, you know what?
it
Blame,
is no bueno.
blame roll.
Who rolled this crap?
Blame roll.
Who ran the roll command?
Who ran the roll?
Your
command?
server.
That's the real question.
Oh, you know what? You know what? She just needs to do what I tell her to do. And silence.
I'm in Wily Forest, so I'm not focusing.
Oh, look at me with my I can make it past crash stage in less than 6 minutes.
It was 4, okay? And a half.
Alright, now to see how this Bubble Man actually works. Oh.
I kind of want to play one more seed because this one's very unsatisfying.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to do one more anyway.
I was planning on just doing one and then playing and starting the Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Okay.
But with this ridiculously unsatisfying seed, I was figuring maybe I'll do 2 now.
Then maybe we should do something that's actually satisfying and do Burst Chaser.
For Burst Chaser? That might be kind of fun, but
Definitely haven't done one of those in a while, though.
I don't know if everybody wants to do Burst Chaser.
I'll give it a shot.
Kind of low-key hate Burst Chaser.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I like Burst Chaser every once in a while, I guess, but like, I know that it's not the most popular thing
Very well.
because it does kind of make things kind of like silly.
Well,
I
well, in these
Don't let
silly
me stop you.
times. In these silly times.
I might. So I'm still making bread. I got a really late start on my bread today, so
Oh,
I might also duck out after this one.
He's going back to Breadistan.
Ported, yeah.
Breadonomics.
Yeah, I already said that. I already said, Tech, that when Daggett went to the protest last night, the federal government grabbed him and arrested him, with no charges, and then decided to deport him back to Breadistan. I think he escaped though. That's what he's playing tonight.
This seed needs to end.
Well,
I had the dough to post bail.
Ooh! I'm assuming they even let you get away with posting a bail.
They have been, yeah. The attorney that they sexually assaulted, they let her post bail.
The attorney. Oh, they gave her the privilege of posting bail. I see.
Well, I mean, they wouldn't let her use her. They withheld her right to make a phone call until she was transferred to the county judicial stuff. GG,
Yeah,
Bull.
That
Thank you.
definitely seems right.
Or, I mean, the other things like sexually assaulting her doesn't seem right.
That too.
In Wily 5, when you fight whichever boss was in bubble stage, there's water right up until the point that the boss dies, which means there's also a ton of lag right up into that point.
Right, Tech?
Yeah, the federal tactics don't seem like they're geared towards enforcing laws. They feel like they're geared towards creating terror for people that they think
Yeah.
have broken laws.
Yep. Oh, yep.
Agreed.
You should read if you're interested. You might want to read a book I picked up recently by Chris Hayes. You know Chris Hayes, right?
Nope.
He's an MSNBC host, journalist.
Okay.
I think he's the host of a show called All In. He wrote a book a couple of years ago. It's called Colony and a Nation. The book's title is from a phrase that Richard Nixon used, so you know it's good. It's actually a very good book. It's pretty short. It's only 200 pages, but it's a pretty good book so far. Like, it's almost infuriating. I mean, it is infuriating, but like reading it, sometimes I have to put it down because I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Like, I just can't believe some of the shit that's going on.
Right.
Ugh. Anyhow.
Hold on. Let's see. Oh, let me save it. Damn it.
I think I might just one and done tonight, you guys. I've got some other stuff I need to catch up on, chores and stuff, because I was out of the house all day yesterday.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah.
All right, dude. GG's.
Stay
by the
safe.
way.
Vote.
Stay safe
Talk
and
to your
vote. I did.
representatives.
I will tell you what happened. I actually committed a most heinous act of terror the other day. I, from the comfort of my own home,
Uh-oh.
researched candidates using a pamphlet sent to me by the local government here, and then I filled in a voter pamphlet here, and I stuck it into an envelope and I put it in the mail.
Whoa. Since
Yeah.
when can you do that? I thought that was like high treason.
It is basically. Yes, just admitting to high treason.
Holy shit, dude. That's extreme. You're an extremist.
Sorry, guys. I knew you guys knew that I was a bad person, but you probably just didn't know how much.
This
So-
explains a lot.
So when can we sign up to this organization, and
Wait,
what kind of
what is that
benefits?
supposed to mean?
When can I?
I don't know.
And what kind of benefits do you have?
GG Squid.
Well, you can move to Washington, and the benefits you get are always getting a ballot in the mail, no matter where you are, and it always being free to mail it back.
What part of Washington?
All
We
of
also have-
Washington with my mail.
We also have that in Oregon. All of Oregon.
All of Washington, all of Oregon, all of Colorado, all vote by mail.
Not sure about that Oregon part. It's full of feds.
I mean,
I mean,
One-
so is Seattle. Seattle.
that's another crazy thing.
Too.
the extent of the like violence and rioting and damage that is like there's the block that the Justice Center is on. The block adjacent to it is a park. Those two get fucked every night starting at 11 p.m. And the rest of Portland is completely
I
fine.
can see it.
It's amazing.
I mean, that's kind of how it is. And then Trump tweets out shit like, "Oh my God, look at what did he say today? He literally said communists were taking over the cities." I was like,
I knew it, Daggett. I knew you were a commie.
What's up, dude?
and you dirty commie.
You
Thanks,
know,
Tech. I don't deserve a GG. That was not a GG. That was a terrible, terrible, terrible.
You Winnie the Pooh looking motherfucker.
does,
You G looking motherfucker.
is communism even so bad? Like, if this is capitalism, I don't know. I might be willing to try something new.
Fair. Tech, I can't accept it. I can't accept your present. Your gift is too kind.
Like, there's this new YouTube channel I've been watching where the guy likes to go on kind of explanations of different concepts and whatnot. And his video on neoliberalism, he has this like kind of paragraph introduction to what the definition of neoliberalism is, and then he's like, and if that just sounds like communism, it's because it is. Like, he's like, it emphasizes a few different things than just communism, but like, it's communism.
I mean, I don't think capitalism is bad as long as it's kept in check with regulation. The capitalism has a lot of good things about it, like, you know, driving innovation through competition and things like that. But like, obviously, unbridled capitalism's ultimate goal is to turn soulless institutions into money-making machines at the cost of everything and anything. with no repercussions for any kind of opportunity cost that you might incur, like damaging the environment or people's healths or workers. So, unchecked capitalism is basically, take it to extreme. Unchecked capitalism would just be fine with slavery. Just go ahead and enslave people. What the fuck is the big deal? As long as it's making you money. You need to have regulation, and you need to have very strict regulation. Otherwise, capitalism will just do things like dump chemicals for free somewhere because they can get away with it because it saves them money. Like that's it. You just need to regulate it, and you need to heavily regulate it. But I don't see a problem with like capitalism in general. Like, unbridled capitalism is a problem. So like the concept of it's not like inherently evil, I don't think. But yeah.
I should send you. So the video, you watched that video about how to spot a fascist.
Yeah,
It's
I
by
did.
the same guy. It's by the same guy. You should look for his video on neoliberalism.
Cool. I've seen a bunch of the internet etiquettes, but after the one that I found the other day on the why wearing a mask makes you a loser, I just like went through a bunch of his library and watched a bunch of it like on Friday. I was like, oh man, I gotta watch all this now.
He's hilarious.
He is so funny.
He's killing it.
He's so funny. He's like, he like tweets out that thing like fart cruise time, and I'm like, and then he like shows all the tweets responding to him, and then people are like, I've got my old man pictures ready, and then like a bunch of other crap, and he just is sitting there at his keyboard going, good students. That was my favorite. That's one of my favorite parts. Just like good students.
He started having this problem where like a lot of his rabid fans would like go troll places, and so he basically like got smart about it and was like, okay, here's what you do. If people are talking about like right-wing conspiracy theories that they got from like Fox News or wherever, go into those forums on like Facebook or wherever and just start posting pictures of shirtless old men.
Wow.
And it's apparently been a thing now. Like people are like,
yeah. It's so good.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dimwit, on my way, Mega Man 2 is back. What?
Tech, have you seen these videos? You've seen them, right? You've seen internet etiquette, comment etiquette videos, right? Okay, good. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. So good.
Oh my word.
OMW is usually on my way. I almost
That's
never
why I was confused. On my way,
I
Mega
almost
Man 2
never see someone use OMW for oh my word.
You're just like, LOL is lots of love.
Oh god. I remember hearing stories of
Yeah, it's like, hey, by the way, Grandma just died. LOL.
Yeah.
That's the one that I remember hearing, like somebody who didn't realize what it was and thought it meant lots of love, because nobody really explained it to her, and people would always like end some of these things with like LOL, and so she kind of just assumed it meant lots of love, and then made the horrible mistake of saying somebody died, LOL.
Well, and unfortunately, Dimwit, I wasn't gonna stick around for the second race.
Or are you?
Or am I?
He's having second thoughts now.
Well,
Yeah.
if you want to stick around, we can get it started on it. We don't have to do Burst Chaser. I do want to play a different one, though, because being 10 minutes behind your PB really sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a... Let's call it rough. Wait,
Rough.
what? Holy shit. So I had a window hiding my chat, and apparently I got a raid for the first time ever and didn't fucking notice. Holy shit, I'm so sorry. Hi, Kumba. Hi, 35 other people.
Okay, Kuma.
Thanks for probably giving me affiliate off of that raid alone, maybe.
Man,
Bullshit.
man, I
I'm
wish,
just lolling about this in my channel.
man, I wish I could say that.
I was wondering why I had an IRC notification from JTV. Damn.
Anyway,
So
Awkward cough.
yes. I wish I could have had a better performance during that
Did we start a new race room?
monstrosity.
we did not because I wasn't sure if we were or weren't.
I'll do one more race. I'm gonna do one more race.
Yeah, I need to get the taste of
Well,
terrible
I tried.
seed out of my mouth.
Race conditions, you guys. I bet we broke Roll-Chan.
Well, you know what? You're welcome.
Like, that's actually really interesting that RaceBot didn't respond, and so Roll-Chan's in a state I haven't run into in the past.
Well, I was a former QA tester for software, so you're welcome.
Yes, that RNG for sure.
Well, still was able to roll a seed.
Oh, it started. Okay, cool. Well, wait. Oh. Race initiated? Oh, okay. Well,
Yep, we pretty much hit start race at the same time.
Right on. Thanks, Goomba. And yeah, thanks again for the raid. That is insane.
Alright.
Are they in the original game? So the tunes that we're playing in the credits are that particular tune was from shit. What's that game called? Bionic Commando.
Not Mega Man.
Not Mega Man. Did I enter? I did.
You did. Alright. Do-do-do.
These letters are all in the wrong order. What letters? What order?
There's order. He's just not getting it.
are you joining us then, Daggett?
Yeah.
All right, one more it is.
Dimwit wants to see me lose a race. He should have been here
Alright.
on Friday.
Sweet Jesus, change the screen. I'm so sorry. All right. We need a seed before fucking tech kills me.
We have one.
Oh, I didn't see it. in chat.
GHWIIJS.
I just think
Oh, did you put it in Discord or did you put it in the chat? Because I didn't.
It's in Discord.
now it's in chat.
Now it's in chat.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I'm sorry. I was looking and I didn't see this anywhere. My bad. Let me generate it and then we get going. So for use in France,
It's tactics.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that story
It
is.
is.
So.
It is tactics. You have to
All
wait
right,
until like
cool.
the last screen to figure it out, though.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to ready up.
Yeah. LucasArts, France, and tactics. Anything long this weekend? I don't know yet. We'll see.
All right. Please no crash second. Oh, heat first. No,
Metal.
no.
Just
I'll take metal.
Oh wait,
Remember-
I'm working Monday.
remember
I
to stay
can't
on the path,
do much
Daggett.
for that weekend.
Remember to stay on the path.
I was doing the same path as Bull and then deviated from it and got like crash or something.
Yeah, that. Big mistake.
That was last week.
Oh,
that was
octopus
hilarious.
Music.
Yep.
Yes.
Armadillo music.
Finally, some good launch octopus music. That's what I wanted.
Freaking ghost hitboxes of crushers. It's the worst.
It
I'm
is.
so mad at that.
Well, it
should-
just happened again. I didn't die this time, but it still took a chunk of my health.
I mean, shouldn't he be mad about that? I would. I am.
You're mad for me.
I am.
Imagine being able to see the things you're supposed to avoid. Exactly.
So are
Yeah.
you gonna go back? Oh, sorry. Are you gonna go back out to the protests anytime soon, Daggett, or?
I think so. I think I want to get more protective gear, and go when the big kids are out.
The big kids? The feds? Sorry.
Big
The big
like-
bullies?
The
bullies, yeah.
the actual party van.
Yeah, because it's like there's like peaceful protesters during the day, and then there's non-violent, non-peaceful protests at night. So they're like, they don't back down from agitating the feds, but they're not exactly violent either. Like throwing water bottles over the fence isn't exactly violence, right? But it's not exactly peaceful either. So how do you describe
Right.
that?
Well, that's the same kind of thing that was happening in Seattle yesterday, actually. So I think I sent you a link to it earlier, but there were protests in Seattle yesterday, and they also declared it a riot. What was happening was some protesters were throwing fireworks into the. At least
Yes,
that's what they were
I
saying.
saw that.
Huh?
I saw that.
You saw that? Okay, yeah. So I don't know if I don't know if it's true or not, because the tweet also came from, or I think it was the tweet came from the police, but you know.
No, I definitely saw the fireworks.
The police
And-
probably dropped all the nuance and context and changed the order of facts to make it look like they didn't start it. Shit like that. That's what the Portland police do.
I also heard a lot of popping yesterday that lasted for, well, at least from where I could hear it, lasted for about 10 minutes. So I was wondering if that actually what ended up being the fireworks that I was hearing.
Could be.
Like I heard a ton of popping. It was a lot of popping, and I wasn't sure whether or not I was hearing gunfire, and that's why I was like worried. Well, I mean, if you do, just don't fracture your skull.
Damn it.
Right.
Well, no e-tank for me.
Friggin' birds.
Well, my case was a toothpaste dispenser. Also, Crystal Snail, yay!
Wow, there's
Oh,
a
no.
lot of X music in this.
Needs more X-Tube music.
Yeah, that's for sure. If you guys know anybody who can do, who can make Mega Man 2 music,
Thank you.
that would be great, because being like having
Why did I
more
jump
Mega
down
Man,
there?
more music in the randomizer, it would be amazing.
I am half learning the system.
Fuck.
I actually know how it works. I just am not any good at any kind of chip tuning, like at all. Like I can't do it.
I'll dick around in Family Tracker, but I can't. Like I'm just learning how to like convert.
Yeah, the
But-
converting is the problem too. Like,
Fuck.
you can do it manually, but I was trying to think of how I could do it programmatically. Actually.
Anyway,
What would be really cool is, and you might have to brute force it basically, but if you're learning at Ren, ultimately this is a compression algorithm. It's compressing the music in a way that actually does length. It's like a run length compression, which is like what most Nintendo things use anyway.
Yeah.
But it's like a run length compression, and so like for all 5 channels on the NES, they've got a section, and that section says, here's a note, and here's how long you should hold that
Yeah.
note.
Right.
And that's exactly how it is, and that's pretty much it. And I think they also have some facilities there for half step notes or 2/3 or 3-second step notes or something like that. But basically, it's like here's a note, here's how long to hold it for. And so like I was wondering to myself, like how could you take a Famicom track, a raw Famicom track that you make in Famitrack or whatever the hell that app is, and convert it to using that format. Basically, you would have to you might have to even brute force it. You might have to just brute force it and see like, okay, let's just try finding nice common run lengths of this and turning it into, a segment, and then try it a bunch of different times and for different segments and see which one is the best. But I just don't know how to do the run length encoding very well. So
I think
maybe
it might
someone-
just be easier to do it manually, like as much of a pain in the ass as it would be. Like once you've got something in Family Tracker, it just gives you like all the notes, like oh this is C#
Yeah.
3 or whatever. So if you know what your base is for your offset, you just
I mean,
do a bunch
that
of
would be
manual.
yeah, that would be pretty it would be a pain in the ass. Oh no! I
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
have a-
We do the splits that way because all the later stages are, you know exactly which stage they are, but in the beginning, I have no idea which stage I'm going to get next. And they have a lot of, like, Crash is super long, this stage is super short. So some people do their splits, like, you know, each stage they finish, but then your sum of best is meaningless.
Yeah, your sum of best is completely meaningless if you do that. Like, you'll have a sum of best in like 20 minutes. Like, okay. Somehow the randomizer is even better than you can.
Well.
The randomizer way better than the vanilla game.
Guys, I got Flash Stage 8 times.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like, that's the thing is like, eventually your sum of best is going to all be your fastest stage, which is probably Flash or Quick, depending on whether or not you're,
This works out.
you know, depending on.
And you'll
yeah,
have
how
like
it
a
works out.
15-minute 8 robo.
Well, probably better than that. You
Yeah,
probably end up having like a
probably.
10-minute 8 robo or something ridiculous. Well, maybe not that good, but
Like-
you get my drift.
Somewhere in that vicinity.
Yeah.
Anyway, the path is working out well.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Do you know the way?
I know the way.
Oh, I was kind of making a Mandalorian reference, but I think you guys are making a Warcraft reference.
No,
No, we are making a shitty Ugandan Knuckles reference.
that is the reference I'm making. Way.
All right.
The way. The way.
2019 memes.
No, it's not even that. It's God, I want to say it was 2017.
Really? That old?
I want to say 2017.
No way.
Yes, way.
2017 feels like a
Yes.
decade ago.
You took that where it needed to go.
I sure did. With Ebola. Yes, Tom, I know the way. I know you know the way too. Do you know the Queen?
What is going on?
You don't need to know.
Yes, he does. He needs to know the way. Otherwise, he is the devil. And you know what we do with those devils? We spit on them.
Okay. Alright. That's enough of that, I think.
I'm not even sure.
It's
what-
never enough until they know the way.
I definitely don't know where this is from.
Yeah, I don't know where this is going or from.
When did VR
Oh,
chat come out?
So how about those leaf blowers, guys?
Right?
Speaking of leaf blowers, I
No.
just started a stage that has a lot of them.
Oh.
Hmm.
Are you
I apparently need to buy one.
I'm ending the stage with all of them.
Well, like I said, Black and Decker, apparently the leaf blower of choice right now. Leaf blower, go burn!
Exactly. People have been making that meme for sure. And it's so fitting.
Oh my gosh, that is great.
I mean, that is the meme.
There's more than opportunistic. So item 3 on those ladders. Do you know how you would have item 1? Oh yeah, I guess yes, I am using them opportunistically in that sense. But how I utilize them within the stage is not opportunistic. There's like a strategy to that.
That's vanilla.
Hey, get up.
Oh, this is bad.
Yeah, it could be worse. Ah,
I was mashing.
Could
Oh
be worse.
fuck me!
You could lose your eye to a tear gas canister. Alberto departs again. He just got back.
I game overed in a boss fight because I couldn't pause to E-tank.
Is that a
never
rumor?
mind.
Is that
Taking
good?
up the right
And it was
time?
Crash E-stage.
Oh,
Crash
no.
stage I was trying to E-tank. Can't talk.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a big old rip.
Oh, and I just found Crash Stage, but this time I have items. Yes. Oh, fans. That's gonna be fun.
Yep.
I mean, it's not rabbits.
Yeah, at least it's not rabbits. Oh gosh. I feel like my attempt to create a better space for politics talk is being
Ignored.
has been misinterpreted.
You're getting some resistance.
It's being ignored, is what it is. And it's really upsetting.
Well, I'm all for talking about politics because I don't like to ignore it, but like, I understand. I guess people don't want to talk about it. Oh shoot! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh fuck!
Now.
Anyway, I understand when people don't want to talk about it. So like, I'm trying to respect like people's like other people's wishes to just not have that in the game, I guess, or in the chat.
Maybe I'm just taking it wrong because it feels like he doesn't want to deal with any of it, and when others do, it's like he takes it the wrong way.
Well, I don't know how else to solve this problem because
Yeah.
I want to talk about it. I'm totally fine talking with just one other person. In fact, I'm fine not talking at all like during the race, I guess. But
I'm here mostly just to shit talk
right,
about it.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
I get it. You guys don't mind, I suppose.
No, I don't. But I'm also just here to shit talk in general.
Yeah, I just don't know how to solve this problem. If anybody has some suggestions on how to solve it, I would be more than happy to take it up. I just don't want to make it so that like I'm also being restricted on what I can do or say. Like I want to talk about these things, and I definitely wanted to talk about with Daggett on a voice channel instead of just through text. But I just because I'm looking at Discord and I'm getting some kind of
Bullshit.
I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know how to deal with it. I don't know how to fix the problem.
Yeah, I don't either. I thought what we were doing tonight was pretty reasonable. But
I thought so too.
Nope, not reasonable at all. You guys need to stop.
God damn it.
But yeah, and I figured that since you guys were talking about it, I actually wanted to hear about it because a friend is there, and I just want to know how they're doing.
Is your friend in Portland or?
Yeah, his
or
name.
are you talking about
Yeah,
Daggett?
yeah, my friend,
Yeah.
Daggett.
Okay.
Who?
Okay, I thought you had more friends in Portland. I was like, oh wow, like we've got a lot of people. I'll tell you what, some IRL friends I have used to live in Portland, and they moved like literally like maybe like 9 months ago or so to Astoria, and they've been to some protests in Astoria, but like they were living like pretty much really close to where all these protests are happening.
Oh, were they living in downtown?
They weren't living quite in downtown, but fairly close. They like to actually be in like a city kind of environment. They like the more
Death
like
Bar?
city density kind of living.
They are urbanites.
They're definitely urbanites. They like the city density. They like the shops. They like to get takeouts and foods and all the nice city life stuff.
The fuck are you doing here?
So they could have potentially been very close to the protests, and so I was kind of worried about that too. And then of course everybody's worried about me because I live I don't technically live in Seattle proper, but I
Close.
have had some protests like literally 200 or 300 feet away from my front door. So I was even like, oh my gosh, like I'm not even there. It was like in the middle of a work day. I'm like,
Am I gonna have to
Yeah,
leave?
I had never attended a protest before, but my experience with it was very positive. That the people there, the peaceful protesters, which is like the protesters, are all very reasonable. But I didn't want to hang around for when the feds show up, because I know that turns into a shit show because they use excessive force. But
well,
I kind of want to get protective gear and show up to that part and support them.
yeah. One of the things that bothers me is that I don't like really large crowds. I tend to get pretty nervous around really large crowds. I have a really hard time even going to like things like PAX. Like I love PAX, and I have a hard time going to that, just because it's so crowded.
Yeah. Yeah, that is an issue for sure.
So I'm not agoraphobic. I just don't like big crowds. Like I would rather stay away from them. Small crowds totally fine. Big crowds, I get a little nervous. Like, not exactly. I don't know. Not exactly panic attacky, but you know, it's not exactly a fun feeling for me anyway.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why I don't actually want to be out there, but I feel like this cause is greater than a lot of those things.
Right. I mean, that's totally fair.
Well,
Well, are you gonna plan? Are you attending one this weekend? You said you're gonna go back this weekend.
It's Sunday. What are you talking about?
No, sorry, not this weekend, but next weekend.
Oh.
I guess. Yeah,
Um,
this
I-
coming weekend is. I'm implying that this is the end of the week,
okay.
not this weekend. Next, I
Yeah,
guess.
I don't know how fast I can get gear, but I might go during the week.
Okay. Well, you have to tell us and like keep posting stuff like you were before, so that we know what's going on.
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah, I don't plan to stop paying attention and stop posting in general either.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Lot of heavy stuff coming out of this protest. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
like the less lethal munitions are still really like they still maim people,
They're-
blind them.
They're
make
massively
them deaf.
damaging. They're
Yeah.
massively damaging. I think the biggest thing that I can't get past here is that we have like basically using paramilitary forces against citizens of the United States.
that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Makes me so angry. Like against citizens, and they're dressed in military fatigues. They're not fucking military. They're not military, and yet they're using military fatigues inside of cities in the United States. Like, what are you camouflaging yourself from?
They also weren't trained in crowd control or de-escalation. Like, they are trained, but they weren't trained in the right things to be doing the job that they're doing.
Yes, yeah.
That's what happens when nobody who gives or no good mercenary wants to join your cause. You're kind of stuck with what you can get.
Well, and then I heard, Dag, I don't know if you heard, but I heard that some photo evidence suggested that it wasn't just federal agents, but hired Blackwater and Blackwater descendant companies.
I'm an idiot.
That were there.
So there was another article about that today saying that those, like SRT and like ZTI or whatever, it was actually ZT1, those are actually anonymized serial numbers that they've been given to protect their identity.
Okay.
So, like, think about that for a minute. Like, these goons are doing something that they know is so wrong that they don't want the public to know who they are.
Right. So they're given serial numbers like robots so that nobody can actually identify them.
Yes.
I think that's
So,
why
yeah.
AOC was introducing legislation this week to make us that federal agents are required to have to identify themselves through name tags or other means.
Yeah.
Because of that bullshit. God, I really. That definitely takes me off too. Like, it's like. I'm just hoping it doesn't end up in Seattle and other places. But I read today that a bunch of cities around the United States were protesting, increasing their protesting in solidarity with Portland. So that's nice.
Yeah, that is really good. But I think it's already in Seattle. I don't know if you guys will get the same treatment that we're getting, but the federal services are already there harassing people.
And I heard they were going to Chicago and Philadelphia too. And
Yeah.
like some people were like, Chicago is like one of those cities where they don't just fuck around peacefully. It'll like escalate into like apparently like huge or big violence in Chicago. So I was like, well, that's just great.
So as much
Probably
as
intended.
Woo!
as much as I believe that we should be resisting this, like Trump actually wants us to create a big drawn out protracted thing. Like it's his strategy. And I kind of hate that we're playing into his strategy, but I also think this is like super wrong and that we should be protesting it.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
It also
I-
kind of takes away from like Black Lives Matters, which is like what a lot of this really needs to be about. Is like policing in general has been used to control Black people in the U.S. for like several hundred years.
That's why you should read A Colony and a Nation, because that's basically what this is about.
But by the way, Tom
Yeah.
can confirm, since he's from Chicago.
And confirm. Oh, is he from Chicago? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Trump's tactic too. Is whenever there is a controversy about him, he just tries to make a distraction somewhere else. He does this all the time.
Ultimately,
Guess what people kind of half forgotten about?
bounties.
All the Russia bounties that happened. Don't fucking forget that happened. Don't forget that basically our president is a traitor. He committed treason.
Basically.
Don't forget that shit. But then he starts with a plot first. He just shoves things around. It's like make matters worse constantly. Because the more he does that, the more people are distracted from other shit that happens. So every single time, and then when people are like, "Oh my God, this is a big deal," then it's another thing to get to start to distract people with.
All right, I've done crash stage twice now.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry.
Today?
That sounds like
Yeah.
what I was doing last.
Twice in this seed. I have a repeat last time. All right. Yeah, we should definitely like start working on the randomizer and tweak some of the things. Like, I don't know that all of Woodman's randomizations are great. Like, I think some of his,
I definitely agree with you.
like the
I
Woodman
would-
in this particular seed is pretty bad.
I would love to randomize AI patterns a little bit more too. Like there are some really good randomization or AI patterns that are in different hacks that would be kind of cool to stick in. Like
We need middleman to move around.
yeah, exactly. Putting in different kind of AI randomizations would be great. Also, stopping Woodman and Crashman from spamming the screen so much would also
Oh
be
my God.
great.
Crash is terrible, you're right.
Like there are instances where Crashman will just like put so many bombs on the screen that it's like basically impossible. It's like
Yeah, because like you all your inputs get dropped, and it's just like, how do you even react?
yeah, I don't know. Exactly. So it would be cool to do that. The other thing I want to do is the other thing I'd like to do with the randomizer is, so in order to stop some of those like soft lock situations where, for example, Airman would get stuck to the ceiling in some chambers,
I think right now
Duckfist removed the ceilings in some chambers. And
Right.
I think that needs to be on a case-by-case basis. the ceiling should not be removed if in like, for example, Flashman stage, the Flashman's chamber, the ceiling is removed permanently, always. But if Quickman is in there or Crashman is in there and they happen to jump really high, then they can screen wrap, making the fight stupid. And so I'm like, okay.
True. Yeah.
Like, this needs to be on a case-by-case basis. Like, remove the ceiling only when this enemy is in the chamber, not when this enemy is in the chamber. Stuff like that. And then the other thing I want to do with the rando is I want to be able to have like characteristics of your seed, of your rando that you can kind of count on. And one of the characteristics I want is like I want it to make it so that like you can have much wider range of item behaviors.
Guts.
I want item 3 to be able to like go downwards, for example, instead of upwards, and I want item 1 to be able to go downwards instead of upwards. However, both of those cannot go downwards because then you can't actually beat a seed. So you need to have characteristics.
It's the third time we've seen those.
Surprise crab.
Yep.
I've never seen that before.
Third time. Actually happened to be during a race.
Nice.
It was last year, too. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's okay, it's okay. I was just saying a bunch of
Musing.
stuff that I wanted to, and music. I want a lot more music in it too.
I said musing, but yes,
Oh,
music as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't think you can really do anything with a downwards item 1 though, because then your Wily 1 gap becomes unclearable, right?
You can't do a downward a Wily 1 without a. Oh well, I don't know about that. It depends on how the other ones act. Maybe your item 2 can go horizontally up and to the left.
Oh.
Why not? Why can't it do that? It can. There's no reason why it can't. It's just that it's coded to go. It's coded to move its X position instead of its Y position. It could move both. Why not? Why not go up? So the thing is, you just have to make sure that the items are made in such a way that it is still clearable, right?
Yeah.
So totally no reason why I can't. We just need to make it so that it works. And the music thing is interesting too. So I know that Duckfist said there's a limited amount of space in the game for music. So that's why like a lot of tracks are repeated. And some tracks are bigger than others. So like I think you have a lower likelihood of some songs versus other songs.
What it is the total length of the songs being used in a seed can't exceed a certain length.
Yes,
so
exactly.
The more long songs you have, the more collision you might end up with.
Yeah, exactly. So what I was thinking to myself was, I wonder how much space there is in the ROM to mess around with. And if there's a lot of space left over, maybe we can compress some things into different spots.
Well, it's really easy to switch to a different mapper that has way more space.
That is also another consideration. You can switch mappers too. I don't know how that would work though, because that's beyond my skills with anything in the NES right now. So, would switching the mappers require you to put? It would require you to put a lot of the game elements in different spots in the ROM, right? Because if you're using a different mapper, you're gonna have you're gonna have to place things in different spots in the ROM. So.
Yeah. Sorry, Demo. I didn't understand your question earlier, or I would have explained that already. Yeah, the randomizer generates a whole new ROM based on a particular seed for entropy, and then you can play it in any way that you would normally play the game. Like I play this on a real console using a SD card and a special FPGA cart that knows how to read the SD card.
But anyway, Daggett, what I was kind of thinking was, I wonder how much is in the game. If we decompiled some of this, like some of the game, I wonder how much is in the game that we could actually like compress itself. Like that might be a really big challenge, but I'm wondering how much is in the game that's like superfluous. You know what I mean? Like we could
Probably
like
not that much. Because Mega Man 1 and 2 were apparently pretty space tight on the cart.
That seems so strange to me because like it feels like Mega Man like 3, 4, 5, and 6 had so much more.
They use different mappers that have way more ROM.
They do use different mappers. Oh, okay. So maybe the idea here is that we have to convert to use a different mapper, and then we can like start putting like music, like a lot more music in. That would be so cool. Like I would love to have like music on every stage instead of having repeats in the castles.
So my friend says that they found a lot of space they could clear out in Dr. Mario by getting rid of the attract mode. So that's a potential thing we could do.
Mode?
Yeah,
The
like
demo.
the title screen. Yeah, the demo.
Oh, that's actually a really good idea. I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that at all. That's a good idea. Yeah. There's probably a ton of graphics you don't need and a ton of like literal code you don't need to do the like start screen stuff.
Right.
Like all we really need is it to just sit on one screen with a start, normal mode, start, easy mode, whatever. Although I'm kind of in favor. I know how Duckfist feels about this, but I'm in favor of changing it back to difficult and normal because that's how the Mega Man 2 original is. And it
scares away beginners. That's the big thing for me.
Yeah.
Beginners are like, well, I'll just play on normal. That's probably what people do.
Exactly. And so I know how Duckfist feels about this. He was like, "Oh, it should have been normal and easy from the first, from the beginning, because normal is how the normal mode is how the Mega Man 2 or Rockman 2 is plays, right?" And so he was like, they did it all wrong. They dumbed it down for the U.S. audience. And I'm like, yeah, I get what you're coming from, but at the same time, this is what people are used to when they have these two different modes. So you're confusing people. And he was like, affirm, I'm not going to change this. And so, like, okay. I'm like, okay, fine. It's up to you, I guess, since, he owns that branch. But I think we should fork it and start making, like, changes.
He said he's fine with people forking it.
Yeah, I definitely know he's fine with people forking it. What would we call it? Because if Duckfist is the Mega Man 2 randomizer, what are we going to call it? Like, Mega Man 2 Rando X?
2X.
No, I'm sorry. X is like a coder term for extension.
Mega Man Foo.
Oh, I was thinking naming it like X as in like X Emax versus Emax.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Call it G. You can call it G Rando instead of Rando.
GNU Rando.
GNU Rando. Oh god, no.
Oh god, I missed my shot.
Night Tech.
Night Tech. Rando. Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, GG, you guys. I didn't realize you guys had finished.
I just finished.
Oh, it's
well,
okay.
GG to Squid and Bull.
No, I'm having a lot of fun talking about Rando optimizations that we can do.
First thing we need to do, whatever normal, easy, or difficult normal, have the menu default to easy.
Yeah, that's also another thing. Like
that feels like
or
have it be an option,
or at least swap the two.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a really good idea though. Ripping out all that crap in the beginning might give you a lot more space for music. And switching to a new mapper would definitely give more space for music. So, I wonder what we could do. I wonder. Definitely, though, I want to have it so that it's, like, testable, too. Like, I think one of the things that's a characteristic of a lot of the randomizers out there, which I don't think is necessarily a characteristic of Mega Man 2 Randomizer, is this thing solvable?
Yeah.
And it kind of makes sure that's solvable before, like, it generates you a ROM, right? So, I want to, like, I want to like also have like some sort of construct in it that says, okay, here's what we generated, and here's like we put it through a solver, and like, yes, it looks like it's solvable because it actually meets all the criteria in certain spots. Like, okay, you have to get through Wily 1. If your item 1 is moving down, then your item 2 has to move up and to the left or up and to the right. It has to move vertically as well as horizontally. So like some sort of like criteria that you can put a ROM through that would be able to solve, right? So
Right.
I would love to have all that stuff in there. And I think we need to fork it and come up with a name and then start like
GG,
working
Rand.
on a GG. I think we need to
PB'd.
Oh, were you close?
I thought I had slightly more health than I did and took a turret shot from Boo Beam as the last bullet was in the air.
Oh
to kill it.
no.
Oh
So-
no.
2-minute loss on the Great Educator.
That's one of the worst
And
deaths in the
I'm-
entire game.
And I'm exactly 2 minutes off pace with the late final split, so that should have been PB.
Oh man,
I'm
I'm
so
sorry.
sorry, man.
Oh well.
Well,
Let's get
GG
this
on
out of
the
the way
same.
tonight, so tomorrow it can go well.
oh, you got a race tomorrow?
Yeah, no, our schedules are finally lining up. Our group has basically had like 3 weeks of everybody working weekends / graveyard
No.
/ weirds. So we had like one game early, and then like nothing's been able to coordinate.
I finally was able to commentate a race on Saturday because I can't do during the week commentary really. My schedule during the week is like always kind of full and doesn't really afford me much leeway for commentary, especially
know.
not the work day.
All the races have been while I'm working. Except for like my own. I'm not gonna do commentary for my own.
I eventually need to jump on the commentary thing, at least just to say that I've done it once.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Just don't get partnered with XR Tech. Oh wait, he already went to bed. Don't get partnered with Squid. He's terrible.
Thanks.
Oh, you're still here?
Okay, guys. Well, time for me to go.
Yep.
Buster Week Alien. What is this?
Randomized.
All right.
It's terrible because I did crash stage twice. But I came in last. You got your wish, dimwit. Have you been a GG?
GG Daggett.
More like a GE. A good enough. I finished.
It's just a single G. It was
Yeah,
a game. It was a
game.
game. That's about it.
Oh, there it is.
Well, anyway, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the night. I think I wanted to start playing Ori games, so I might play that Ori
I don't know.
sequel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got to go because I just had an alarm going off that I need to put my bread away. So
Sorry, I hope we didn't
Yeah.
interrupt your bread.
no, it's okay. It just went off.
It's fine. He's gonna need it for tomorrow when he gets out.
Yeah.
He's gonna need it as bail money.
Yeah, bread. Yeah, I used that dough to get out of bail. All right, Squid, you said you're gonna stay on. Maybe I'll send people your way.
Yeah, I
And
think
by
I'm gonna
people-
load up. I think I'm gonna load up Ori in the Blind Forest 2 or whatever it's called, and give that a try for a couple hours and see what's going on with that game because it's free on Game Pass. So yay!
Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna retire for the night here. I'll be on tomorrow afternoon, so yeah.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna figure out how to
Uh,
Well, gonna do some
good night,
more.
guys.
Gonna do some more Ghost of Tsushima because I love that game.
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of fun. I'm not too into those types of games myself, but I can definitely see how it's fun.
Then just watch me.